Hey there and welcome back. Today we are going to be diving into the world of websites, but not just any websites.
No, not those generic run-of-the-mill websites.
We're talking about those client-attracting, money-making machines.
Specifically for service-based businesses.
Like yours.
And get this. We have not one, but two fantastic sources to pull from today.
Ooh, double the insights.
First up, we've got this gem of a guide by Andrew Marr.
Okay.
He's an online experience designer who's basically like spilling all the secrets.
Ooh, insider knowledge. I like it.
And then to top it off, we've got this super interesting ebook that dives into online marketing specifically for translators and interpreters.
So we've got like the broad principles and then a niche example to really see them in action. I love it. This is awesome. So by the end of this deep dive,
you'll be ready to revamp your own website.
Yeah. Like really take a good hard look at it, see what's clicking, what's not.
Maybe even get some inspiration for a total website makeover.
Because let's be real, your website is your online home base. It's that 24/7 storefront, right?
Absolutely. Both of these sources are super clear about that. It's not enough to just be on social media. You need a place that you own.
Totally.
Yeah.
Remember that photographer we talked about, the one who poured their heart and soul into Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
And then the algorithm changed and suddenly it's like crickets.
Ouch, yeah. Building your entire presence on borrowed land is risky business.
That's when those I wish I had a website panic set in.
Big time. And that's where having a killer website comes in.
Speaking of killer websites, Andrew does not mess around when it comes to lead generation.
Oh no, he goes all in.
He throws down a whole arsenal of tactics. We're talking SEO, content marketing, email lists, the works.
It's like a buffet of options.
You get to pick and choose what makes sense for your business and what you actually have the bandwidth for.
Right. No one-size-fits-all here.
Which is refreshing.
Totally. But he goes beyond just listing tactics. He dives deep into the nitty-gritty of designing a website that converts.
Give it to me.
He calls it the anatomy of a converting website. And honestly, it's a game changer. He breaks down everything from content hierarchy.
Hold on, content hierarchy. For those of us who don't speak fluent web design, what exactly does that mean?
Oh, good point. It's basically how you organize and present information on your website.
Okay.
Think of it like this. You wouldn't cram all the important information on a sign into one tiny corner.
Right. No, that would be terrible design.
Exactly. Content hierarchy is like creating a clear visual path for your visitors' eyes, guiding them to the most important information first.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So like making sure your headings are actually noticeable and your paragraphs aren't giant walls of text.
Exactly. And it's not just about making your site look pretty, it's about making it easy for people to understand and navigate.
Right.
Which is key for keeping them engaged and ready to learn more about your services. He even gets into the nitty-gritty of font sizes.
No way, really?
Yeah. He actually recommends this tool called typescale.com to help make sure your text is clear and readable for everyone.
See, I told you this deep dive was full of actionable goodies.
Oh, we're just getting started.
But wait, there's more. I love this, though, because Andrew didn't stop at just design basics. He dives headfirst into accessibility, which I love.
Oh, it's huge. And it's not just about being nice. It actually makes your website better for everyone.
Yeah.
And it helps with SEO.
Win-win.
Big time. Things like adding alt text to images.
Good job.
Basically, a short description that helps search engines understand what the image is about. It's a win-win.
Totally. Now, before we get too lost in the world of design and accessibility,
Right.
Andrew hits us with these 5 essential questions. Like, these are the money questions that every service-based business needs to answer on their website.
Lay 'em on me.
Okay, so first up, who is your ideal client?
Important.
Number 2, what are they struggling with? What are their pain points?
Got it.
Number 3, this is a big one. Why should they choose you out of all the amazing service providers out there?
Yes. You've got to differentiate yourself.
Exactly. Okay, number 4, what's your story? How did you get here? What makes you you?
Love that. People connect with stories.
They do. And finally, number 5, what do you want them to do? What's that clear call to action?
Right. It's like, okay, you have their attention. Now, what are you going to do with it?
Exactly. And that's where telling your story and
Yeah.
highlighting what makes you unique comes in.
He even uses this brilliant line, what makes you different from the 28 others here?
Ugh, it's so true. You have to own what makes your approach special. And speaking of owning it, he talks about the importance of a clear and concise call to action.
Oh, yeah. None of that wishy-washy stuff.
He gives these great examples of like visit showroom versus schedule a call and how each one requires a different level of commitment from the visitor.
It's all about being strategic.
For sure. And speaking of strategy, let's talk about the homepage. Andrew calls it your storefront, which I love.
Makes sense. It's the first impression.
It's the digital handshake. It's the virtual welcome mat, all rolled into one.
Love it. So, how do we make that first impression count?
Well, get this. He breaks it down into all of these crucial sections. First, you need a hero section to grab their attention right away.
Okay, makes sense. Hero section, check.
Then you need a section for social proof because, let's be real, testimonials are gold.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing beats a little word-of-mouth marketing.
Right. And then you've got your problem and solution section, followed by the benefits of working with you.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. We're walking them through the customer journey, step by step.
Exactly. Don't forget the part where you break down your process, showcase your services, answer those FAQs, overcome any objections they might have.
He even has a whole section called Raising the Stakes.
It's like he's mapped out the entire customer journey for you. But here's the best part. He doesn't just leave you hanging with a list. He dives deep into each one.
Give me an example.
Okay, so in the hero section, for instance, he talks about the different types of headlines you can use. You can go with a benefit-driven headline, a problem-solving one, or even a unique selling point headline.
And the best part,
Tell me.
he gives real-world examples for each one.
I love that. It's like, okay, I get it now. I know exactly what to do. But you know what really sold me on this whole guide?
What's that?
He actually shares his own website experience. He talks about how he designed it to bring in leads, even while he's sleeping. Talk about passive income.
That's the dream.
Right? And it all comes down to having a clear process, a compelling offer.
And of course, a website that's firing on all cylinders.
Exactly.
All right, so we've tackled the homepage, which is huge. But now let's talk about the other MVPs of your website. Andrew spends a surprising amount of time on the About Us page.
Which, let's be honest, can sometimes feel like an afterthought, right? Like, oh yeah, we should probably throw something together about who we are.
Right. But he really emphasizes that it's a prime opportunity to build trust and make that human connection with potential clients. He even uses this great phrase, let the heart of your business shine through, which I think perfectly captures the vibe.
It's not just listing your credentials or awards. It's about telling your story in a way that resonates, that makes people feel like they know, like, and trust you.
Exactly. And speaking of showcasing your expertise, when it comes to service pages, the Interpreter's ebook is a goldmine. It gives fantastic examples of how to highlight specialized services. For instance, if you offer translation services, you might have separate pages for legal translations, medical translations, website translations. You get the idea.
So it's all about making it crystal clear to potential clients what you offer and what kind of projects you specialize in. No more wading through a million services to find the one they need. Speaking of making things clear, there's this point about pricing that Andrew makes that really surprised me.
Oh yeah, he's all about price transparency.
He says it actually builds trust and can even lead to higher conversion rates. It seems counterintuitive, but his argument is that when you're upfront about your pricing, you're weeding out people who aren't a good fit and attracting clients who value what you offer.
Exactly. And let's be real, no one likes to play guessing games when it comes to pricing. It can feel like a waste of time for both parties. Now, he does mention that there might be cases where it's more strategic to have custom quotes, but generally, he's on team transparency.
I'm starting to think this guy's website is like the gold standard we should all aspire to. Okay, before we move on, I have to ask about lead magnets because this section was a game changer for me. Andrew starts off by dropping this truth bomb. 98% of website visitors never return.
Yeah, that's a pretty sobering statistic. It really highlights the importance of having a strategy to capture those leads, so you can nurture those relationships and potentially turn them into paying clients down the line.
Exactly. So what kind of lead magnets does he recommend? Give me the good stuff.
He throws out a whole buffet of ideas. We're talking checklists to keep your audience on track, juicy guides packed with value, handy-dandy templates to make life easier, and even tempting free trials.
Right. There's something for everyone. I love that he even suggests turning his guide itself into a downloadable PDF. It's like meta marketing genius.
Right. Use the information you're already sharing to generate leads. He also talks about how effective something as simple as a link in your email signature can be. Just a little nudge to download something valuable. He actually shares a personal anecdote about how much success he's had with that. which is cool to hear. It's always nice when experts walk the walk, not just talk the talk, right?
Absolutely. Okay, so we're nearing the end of our website deep dive. I feel like I need to go back and listen to this whole thing again with my website design notebook handy.
Right. There's so much good stuff packed in here.
Let's recap the big takeaways from both of these sources just to make sure it's all sinking in. What are the key things our listeners should walk away with today? So, to recap, we've talked about owning your online space instead of relying on social media, making sure your website is answering those key questions for your ideal client, having killer content and a clear call to action, and of course using lead magnets to capture those warm leads. Did I miss anything?
Not a thing. You nailed it. And we can't forget about the ebook's brilliant glossary of marketing terms.
Oh yeah, that was helpful.
It's like he knew we'd be swimming in jargon today.
Right.
For instance, he breaks down A/B testing, which, sounds super technical, but really is just a fancy way of saying, try out different versions of something on your website and see what gets the best results.
Which is something we can all do, even without a fancy marketing degree.
Exactly.
It's so refreshing when experts make this stuff feel approachable.
Totally. He demystifies all those buzzwords.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground today. And honestly, my head is spinning with all these amazing tips.
I know, right?
But there's one thing that's been bouncing around in my head. So we've talked a lot about how to make your website a client magnet. But what if we flip the script for a second?
Oh, I like where you're going with this.
What if, instead of just pulling clients in, you thought of your website as a portal that leads you to those dream clients, those perfect fit collaborations?
Ooh, that's a powerful shift in perspective.
Right. It's almost like switching from a broadcasting mindset to a curating mindset. So instead of trying to reach everyone, you're focused on attracting those who truly align with your values and your vision.
It's about being intentional, being strategic with your online presence.
Exactly. So if you were to design your website as a portal to attract your ideal clients, what would that look like? What would you do differently?
Oh, that's a good question.
Would you highlight different aspects of your work? Maybe showcase projects that really light you up?
Right, or even like the testimonials.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just general praise, you could choose ones that speak directly to the values and outcomes you want to attract.
And what about your calls to action?
Ooh, good one.
Would you phrase them differently to appeal to that specific type of client?
I love that. See, this is what it's all about. This kind of thinking is what leads to a website that doesn't just exist online. It thrives.
Right. It becomes something more.
Way more.
It's about so much more than just checking boxes on a design template.
Oh, for sure.
It's about creating an online experience that authentically reflects who you are as a business owner.
100%.
That's a wrap on another deep dive. Big thanks to Andrew and, of course, to our translator interpreter expert for giving us so much to think about.
So much good stuff.
Until next time.